I know this video title sound heavy, right? Black tourists cry racism as Italians would let them defend their movements, right? But we got to be real. We have to be real here right now. Every single time people get called out, the first card that gets pulled is racism. But not everything is racism. Sometimes it's just you being out of line. And in this case, the Italians were 100% right for stopping them. Let me tell you why. But before then, please don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and turn on notification post so that whenever I post, you'll be among the first to see my video. And watch out to the end for you to get the juicy part of this video. So let's get right into the main part.
Them in Rome, Italy.
And they're upset because we're writing on a bridge just like everybody else.
That's TikTok, right? That's so funny. That's so good. He's recording us?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God. You can yell all you want.
You can too. Leave us alone.
You were riding 75. Yo,
No, don't come on, y'all.
I'm gonna touch you.
Another Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. No. No. Leave me alone. No. No. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. I'm waiting. We won't be a problem. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
First thing first, Italy is basically one giant museum from Rome to Florence to Venice. The whole country is packed with history that's been standing for centuries. So you don't just go, you don't just walk up to something like a museum or a colosseum, which is literally almost 2,000 years old, and scratch your name on it just like that, like it's a high school desk. Why? Why? That's not making memories. That's vandalism. And if local steps is taken, that's not discrimination. That's them defending their heritage. That's them defending their property, because you cannot just walk into an international museum, scratching your name on it, and feel like it's a normal thing. That's you destroying the property. That's just the truth. It's not some high school desk, it's not some high school building, it's not some primary school building that you can just come and scratch your name and say you are making memories. Let's flip the script around for a second. If some random tourist comes into DC and carve their initials into the Lincoln memorials, Americans will lose their mind. Trust me, they will lose their mind. Or if somebody goes prints or spray their names on the Egypt pyramid, the Egyptians won't even take lightly with them, because it doesn't even make any sense. In fact, it will lead to jail time, no questions asked. They will just jail the person. That's just it. So imagine people in Nigeria going to Benin, Benzo, and trying to them up, mark themselves up on the structures. Locals will stop immediately. They will stop them immediately, and nobody will call it racism. So why is it different in Italy? So why will it be different in Italy? So respect is universal. Respect is universal. You cannot just go to people's environment and do what you like and expect them to take it lightly with you, when you know that these things doesn't make any sense. Because if they should do that to you in your own country, you won't even take it lightly with them. Here's the fact that people don't know. Italy spends tens of millions of euro every year just to preserve the monument. The Colosseum alone costs about 40 million euro annually to maintain. So why would people just go there and destroy it? Just I will not say destroy it. Why would people just go there and start carving their names on it? Because they feel like it should be the right thing to be done. Italians do this everywhere because of the tourist damage that they have caused. People carve their names, people climb on stuffs, even simple population from all the visitors break the stones down. And that's why they are so strict. It's not about colors, it's not because of color, it's not because of racism. It's about keeping their history alive for future generations to come and see. Because imagine now you should destroy it. Would you come and see it there? You won't see it there. These aren't new either. In 2015, two American tourists got arrested for carving their initials into the Colosseum. They did not cry racism. They admitted it was stupid. In 2019, a guy from Austria got fined €2,000 for climbing the Colosseum at night. In 2020, another tourist from Ireland got caught crashing into a wall. About the race, it's the law. The law is the law. Italians enforce it equally. In fact, when you are visiting a country, why don't you check out the rules and regulations before you go visit a country? This is not new. We won't consider this as racism. Trust me. And let me just say this, Italy has some of the strictest heritage protection law in Europe. So you can be fined up to €15,000 or even face jail for vandalizing a monument. And here is the kicker. They have arrested their own citizens sef. They have even arrested their own citizens for this same thing, for breaking their rules. So how can somebody say it's racism when Italians don't even give out their own people a pass, when they don't even take it lightly with their own people that go against the rule? Let's talk about the travel ethics, right? When you are visiting another country, you are basically a guest in someone else's house. So what do we always say when you are in someone's house? You follow their rules. Italians saying don't touch monuments aren't personal. It's not personal. It's a universal rule. And if you think about it, that's the same respect we all want when people visit our own home countries, right? This is what we also want when people visit our own countries. And honestly, the Italians stepping in probably saved those tourists from way worse situation, because if the police had shown up, that would have been more crime. It would have not been about arguments. They don't even need to be arguing. No. It will not be about arguments. It will be deportation straight up, or jail time, and or thousands of fines. Either of these three, they will either be deported, or they'll be jailed, or they'll be given thousands of fines. And sometimes correction feels like an attack. Why do people feel like correction is like an attack? But really, it's protection. It's about the person is basically trying to protect you, and that shouldn't be. And they should be grateful, because someone else can decide to just ignore them, and at the end of the day it will end up in worse situation. Now let's address the big word here: racism. People throw it around so loosely these days that is losing its meaning. Racism is real, I understand, and it's serious, but we all call everyday boundaries or correction racism. Why? When someone corrects us, we call it racism. When someone sets boundaries, we call it racism. Why? We water down the fight against the actual thing. We don't care about the actual issue on ground. Like, this wasn't racism, if you should ask me. In this video, this is not racism. This was respect. This is the Italian people trying to respect you by telling you what should be done and what should not be done. And we got to stop confusing these two things: correction and racism. We need to stop confusing the two words. You can go check out your Google and you can see the meaning there, right? It's a different meaning. And if we are being fair, Italians are some of the most protective people when it comes to culture. That's why their country is such a major tourist attraction center, because they don't let people just mess up any of their things just like that. And look at history. Italians monument has survived empires, wars, natural disasters, and the least we can do as visitors is not to destroy them with pocket knives. We should not destroy them, and that's not too much to ask. Please, that's not too much to ask. So let's keep it all this way real. This was not just about race. It wasn't about discrimination. It was about culture. It was about history and respect. And Italians were not wrong. They were not wrong. They were protecting what belongs to them and to the world. So if you travel somewhere, the least you can do is show respect. The least you can do is show respect. Take pictures, enjoy the vibe, eat their food, learn something new, but don't destroy what is not yours. If you can't respect people else's culture, maybe you shouldn't be there. Period. That's it. So if you all think that this is really racism or it's just common sense, drop your thoughts in the comment section and let's have a real conversation. So guys, please don't forget to hit on that subscribe button and turn on your notification post so that whenever I post, you'll be among the first to see my video. Don't forget to support this channel in the little way you can. Thank you very much guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and bye bye.